the outside. It's a very special new concept. I hope you guys enjoy it, and don't be freaked out with my eyes. Let's go. Okay, so let's get going. What you're going to need is a carrot, and then what you're going to do is just clean it. And for this, I'm just going to take a knife and just smoothly cut off the skin of the carrot. Now, you don't have to do it this way. I just like to do it this way and like to use my beautiful knives. But you can just use a normal peeler to peel off the skin, no problems there. Okay, so just going to quickly peel this off. Get in there. I love using the knife like this in this way. I just love using my knives. It's a pleasure to work with these in the kitchen. And that's, I think, what it's all about when you buy something like this. While I'm talking about this knife, if you guys want to buy it, you can check it out on my website if you're in Europe by clicking on the top left corner of your screen. And if you're not in Europe, then click underneath it to go to my website to check out the knives in America and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off the edges and then discard all this excess. And now I'm just going to use a microplane, or you can use a cheese grater or something else. Just grate it into thin slivers of carrot. They're great. Just watch out for your fingers not to scrape your fingers away, because that can really happen. Just at the end, don't bother getting the last bit. Just eat the big chunk of carrot. It's pretty delicious anyway. Okay, so once you're done, you take your grated carrot and you spread it around on one of these levels of the dehydrator. Now, what you want to do is just spread it out very nice and thinly, and you want to fill up all the trays and just fill it up. If you want one of these, you can check it out by clicking on the top left corner of your screen. They're pretty cheap to buy and they're pretty cool to put stuff into. Okay, so what's going to happen is it's going to blow hot air through it, and over the course of a day, it's going to dehydrate it to crispy carrot. So, here we go. It's been overnight, and I'm just going to turn it off. And then this is the crispy outcome of the carrot. It's really crunchy, crispy, amazing texture. It's just great. It's like carrot chips. And you can make carrot chips if you just use a cheese knife instead and create thin strips. Now, what you want to do is you want to take these and put them away from humidity. So we're going to put them inside an airtight tub like this and just pack it in there completely and seal it up. And it's very important to keep away any humidity, because the slightest bit of dampness and these carrots will just become soggy, so you really don't want that to happen. And then you can store this away for quite a while. Just the longer you store it, it does become a little bit oxidized. So just try to use it as fast as possible. Okay, so now for the rice. What you want to make is black water. And this is basically just squid ink and water. And what I'm using is about 5 to 6 grams of squid ink for every 100 milliliters of water. And I'm adding this water into the sushi rice. So here I'm just going to add the squid ink. You can buy this usually by your fishmongers, and if you just ask, someone will know somewhere close to you in the supermarket a place to buy it. Alright, so what you want to do is just blend the squid ink with the water, and this will just infuse it together. If you just whisk it, you seem to get little lumps of squid ink going in the water. You don't want that. You want it to just be one uniform liquid. Okay, so now I'm just going to add this water to my sushi rice just like you would normally. I've washed this sushi rice already, and now I'm just going to cook it inside the rice cooker. Now, if you don't know how to make sushi rice, check out the sushi rice recipe by clicking on the top left corner of your screen, and you go to my website where you'll see my recipe. Now, just this is the highlights. I'm not showing you the quantities or anything like that. Just go to the website there on the top left corner to figure that out. But look at this rice. It's now deep black color. It's an awesome change from what you always have in sushi rice, which I find very interesting. Okay, so now just like normal, I'm just going to season it with the sushi rice vinegar mix. Just lightly drizzle it over and then just spread it inside your hangiri. Okay, and now to use the rice. Take half a sheet of nori, place it on a cutting board, and then place 120 grams of sushi rice, and that's about 4 ounces, and spread it out nice and softly and quickly, and just don't press it down too much. Okay, a tip here, use wet hands, slightly damp, so the rice doesn't stick to your hands much. Now, put a bamboo rolling mat inside a plastic bag and flip it over so the rice is now underneath and the nori is on top. And now you take a beautiful piece of sashimi grade salmon. You can check out what sushi grade salmon is by clicking on the top left corner of the screen. and you just roll it over. And this, you want to close it before it reaches the end, and then just seal it now, and then roll it over one more time just to shape it, and press again. Okay, there we go. That's your sushi roll done. And now to cut it. I'm just going to move it slightly, take my knife, and just wipe it on a damp cloth so the rice doesn't stick to it much, and then just slice it in half, and then wipe it again. Keep wiping in between cuts, and you're going to cut the halves into quarters now, and the quarters into eighths, and now the other quarter into an eighth. And then I'm going to go back to the other half and cut that into quarters again, and then those quarters into eighths. So here we've got 8 pieces of sushi. Now I'm just going to reshape it again, just in case it's just any rice might have got out of shape. Perfect. And now I'm going to remove the side pieces because I find they're a bit not that beautiful. So just remove them. You can eat them, just I don't like to plate them. Alright, so now I'm just going to add my crispy carrot, which we made earlier, on top of the sushi roll. Now the reason why I'm adding this at the end, after cutting, and not before, is because this stuff becomes soggy so fast, like I said before. So if you put it on before, and then you cut it, and then you press it into the sushi roll, what happens is it just becomes a soggy mess, and it's just not what I'm looking for. So by adding this after I cut it, it remains crunchy and crispy, and it's an experience. It's something special. Alright, so again, I'm just going to put some more on top, be generous with this, and cover it all the way around the sushi roll pieces. Be careful to keep all the pieces together so you don't get crispy carrot stuck on the salmon, and only on the outside of the sushi roll. Get a nice, beautiful cover, and just going to put some more on top. Okay, nearly done. There we go. Okay, just put this to one side. Take a plate to plate up. Beautiful Japanese plate. Okay, and now I'm just going to take a sushi roll piece and place it onto the plate like this. There we go. Take another one, put it behind. Now you guys can plate up obviously with the entire roll, but I'm just going to show you two. And then put a little bit of pickled ginger and a little bit of fresh wasabi. There we go. Perfect. This is the Halloween sushi roll done. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you found this video useful at all, then don't forget to hit the like button down there, or share this on Facebook, Google+, or Twitter, whatever you use. Now, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel by clicking on the top left corner of your screen, and check out all my other videos I've ever made, which are a lot now, by clicking on the right. Last but not least, last year I made a sushi ball inspired by Halloween video with little rice balls, and they were orange with salmon and nori to make little pumpkin faces. You can check that out by clicking on the left right now.